Representing Cobra Kai, the Queen Cobra herself, Tori Nichols. And representing Miyagidokarate, the bonsai badass, Samantha LaRusso.
Competitors, take your position. Ladies, good luck. Face this way. Bow. Face each other. Bow. Ready? And fight. No point. Out of bounds.
Come on, ref.
Warning. Elbow to the face. Go to your senses.
Warning? That should be a point deduction.
She comes in like that again. Give her a shot to the other eye. She can't see. She can't fight.
Won't I get disqualified?
Why? She ran into your elbow.
Ready? And fight. Point. Winner.
Give it up for your first female champion, Tori Nichols. And the winner of the Grand Champion Trophy, and still the baddest dojo in the valley, Cobra Kai.
Thank you. Thank you. We couldn't be prouder of our hard-won victory. We'll soon be opening Cobra Kai franchises throughout the entire valley.
We did the right thing and we still didn't win. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. Sam. This is Mexico City. I just need to find my father, learn a bit more about him, and then come home. Excuse me, sir, do you know anyone who goes under the name Diaz? Not that I know of. If you look at the phone book, you might come up with a good lead.
So this is the house?
Yes, welcome to the one and only LaRusso Manor, #1 headquarters for dealing cars and teaching karate. That bad?
No, you have a nice house, Daniel-san. What I'm concerned about is how the rest of your family is considering this defeat.
We'll see.
You must be Daniel's wife. Pleased to meet you.
Please, call me Amanda.
Nice to meet you.
So you were the friend that my husband mentioned he would be picking up at the airport?
Yes. Did Daniel mention what happened 35 years ago?
No. Is there anything you would like to explain?
Yes. Back then, I was a different man. I wanted to hurt your husband, yet he proved only the opposite. For that I must apologize for.
Listen, if my husband is willing to treat you as a guest, then so am I. Whatever happened 35 years ago happened 35 years ago. As long as you don't let the past drag you back and you keep looking forward, then you will be fine.
Sam, Are you alright?
What do you think? No. Do you know how I failed the rest of the team? One kick. One stupid kick. I let down my guard and lost by the match point.
Yeah, well listen, this loss isn't just on you, but on the rest of the dojo. Cobra Kai had too many tricks up their sleeves. The new students, new sensei, the use of our own moves. Even when Johnny and I still teamed up, we lost. But that is why we have chosen Toguchi on our side. So we can fight and
take down the big, bad and scary Cobra Kai? No offense, Dad, but you've been trying to do that for almost 2 years. And look now, Mr. Silver made himself clear when he'd say he would be expanding Cobra Kai all over the valley. How are we going to do it? More Miyagi-Do.
Well. The establishment of my new office is almost completed. Definitely don't need to deal with that crazy high rent from the dojo and Reseda anymore. And if it isn't for the Queen Cobra herself. Is there anything that you need?
What's your game, Silver?
I'm sorry, what?
Maybe you can cut the bullshit and tell me what really happened last night.
I still have no clue what you're talking about.
Maybe it's the fact that you secretly paid for me to win, than actually putting faith in me. I saw you last night with the head ref.
I almost thought you were going to back off our deal a few times. But you know what? You played it just right. No one suspects a thing. Money will be in your account tomorrow morning.
Thank you, Mr. Silver.
Now tell me the truth. Do you want me to be number 1 or Cobra Kai to be number 1?
Alright, listen. If you want the goddamn truth, I pick Cobra Kai as number 1 in the valley. But this isn't about me, no. My purpose here in the valley is to help promote Cobra Kai. But enough about the dojo, let's talk about you and how you screwed up in the last match. I know each and every screw-up you made. If I did nothing, Little Miss Perfect would have won as always. I'm the reason you're the All-Valley champ, just as you've said you wanted. Don't blow it.
Shit. I broke a vase.
Don't worry, it's the least of our worries. We still haven't finished packing up to leave for Mexico.
You're right. When competing in the All-Valley tournament, I became so obsessed with beating Daniel LaRusso and all of his students, I forgot what Miguel wanted, and now I've lost him.
It's alright. To tell you the truth, it's been a hard year for Miguel.
Yes, but it wouldn't have been a shitty year for him if I hadn't butted heads with LaRusso. Our rivalry caused the school fight, not to mention Miguel's injury. Even though we did merge for that one time during the All-Valley, who know what will cause us to fight about next. So, this is the new Cobra Kai dojo? I'm a little bummed that it's further from Encino. Bro, relax. Sensei Silver said that this is one of the very many locations he's looking forward to setting up.
Alright everyone. Quiet.
Sensei Silver, do you know what happened to Sensei K?
That is what I'm here to talk about. John Kreese is no longer part of our dojo. Last night I had an argument with your other sensei about our different methods and interests. He was too hot-headed and believed that overcoming his enemies with true strength was simple and easy. He is currently in jail because of his recklessness.
Dude.
But enough about Sensei Kreese. The other announcement I shall make today is about the future of Cobra Kai. In the establishments of our new dojos, I plan to bring back old friends to help. But before we get to that, I want to make sure that every other dojo besides Miyagi-Do is wiped off the grid. Cobra Kai can observe other martial arts schools across the valley, so when people think about martial arts, all they think about is Cobra Kai, including Topanga, Locust Valley, Yoshikai, Cutting Edge, and all the others. That way, if Daniel LaRusso or any of his students come after us,
we'll have a whole bunch of different karate styles. Hell yeah.
Hell yes. Alright, Hayden, I want you to lead warm-ups for today's class.
Yes, Sensei, yes.
Dude, this ain't your spot. You gotta bounce.
Sir, I came here because I am looking for my dad.
Go to the park, kid.
His name goes by Diaz. I'm his son.
Kid, if Mr. Diaz had a son, he would have told us by now.
Wait, you know my dad?
Manuel, get this kid out of here. He's interrupting our poker game.
Kid, I want you to make this easy for both of us.
Oh, he's a fighter.
I want you to make this easy for both of us. You know my dad? But tell me where I can find him?
So let me get this straight, the reason you called your friend from Okinawa, Japan is so you can continue to fight against Cobra Kai. You're basically going back on your deal that you made with John Kreese.
Yes. But knowing terrysilver, I have a feeling that he probably cheated his way to achieve a Cobra Kai victory. Knowing his ways, his wealth and endless scheming are what made him unstoppable. But it was clear to both sides, this fight wasn't meant to end in result of a tournament. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this karate battle is now a full-out war.
When hasn't it? Have you checked in on Sam?
I'm worried about Sam. Ever since we lost, she's been in her room all day. She hasn't stepped out for breakfast, lunch, or training.
There is one thing I'm a little worried about though. If Sam like you doesn't accept defeat, wouldn't that continue her raging war against Tori?
Well, if that's the case, Chosen and I can help rebalance her with more Miyagi-Do training.
I don't know what to say to you right now.
You don't. Whatever mind games you've got up your sleeves, they won't work.
You're a coward. In general, a real soldier would be willing to take on his captain if he feels threatened.
Please, if I were to fight you, you would clearly have the advantage. Sometimes you can win a fight by not fighting. That's exactly what I did. Now look where you are.
Terry, what did I ever do to you to deserve this?
What did you ever do to deserve this? Let's see, you've always thought me as weak, even when proving myself strong. Clearly, I don't know what I can ever do to make you feel proud if you continue to look down upon me. That's why I'm going to expand Cobra Kai.
To prove you're tough? Look, I know you're angry, but let's just put all of this past us. I have to admit I didn't feel 100% on this plan, but now I do. Together, we can expand Cobra Kai, together we can make a difference for all of those in the valley.
No. I'm the one who's going to expand Cobra Kai. Actually, it's been my plan since day one. When you reappeared on my doorstep, it was clear we were meant to be enemies going forward.
I was saving you from a petty job. That's what friends do.
You had a real funny way of showing you were my friend. You started by getting into my head with that shit from Vietnam. So I devised a little plan in the back of my head. If you still weren't going to open up on any of your weaknesses, or past, or your thoughts when in Vietnam, then I would set my roots in the re-established dojo, and take back what was mine. But you didn't. You only failed my test.
Yeah, well, you never really thought that we were meant enemies for so long? We were friends from the start. Cobra Kai was ours. And how did you really set roots in my dojo?
How? I needed to learn who were your enemies within and outside of your dojo. Remember your good old pal, Ray?
Mr. Kreese, I'm sorry. I was once a man until you came into my life. Now I'm in jail. You are going to the snake house, man. You better resist.
Guard. Come quick.
Sir, stop it. You shove or hit me, and you'll be charged for laying hands on a cop.
I already did.
You played your part excellently, Stingray.
You mean where you wanted my ass kicked a second time? In general, I feel like I'm rather a punching bag, nowadays. When will I be able to join Cobra Kai?
Now listen, part of the agreement we made earlier was that until you get Cobra Kai, you have to earn your way in. Very soon, Johnny's court day should be around the corner, and we can't miss it. Do your part well, and then Cobra Kai is yours.
Is the chair your type?
In general, I must say this place is quite suitable.
Listen, I know Miyagi-Do isn't like your dojo back in Okinawa, but I did my best to set everything the way Mr. Miyagi had set up.
Yes, it is pretty nice.
You know, sometimes I can feel his presence. I feel like at times he's just around, watching me. He's probably disappointed in me. That I am not holding up the end of my bargain.
No, Daniel-san, it is I who should be ashamed, and not you. When I was younger, I tried to kill you, yet you let me inside your dojo and house like I'm an entirely different man to you.
Well, you are a different man, are you not?
If you are going to let me back into your life, the best justifiable way is for me to earn your forgiveness. You don't have to, but all I just want to do is prove my loyalty with new lessons to teach your students.
Sometimes after defeat, we need to have a brand new start, with fresh open gates.
I earn my forgiveness.
Okay. Oh, Robbie, what are you doing here? Hello, Mr. LaRusso. You know that lesson on passion and principles? Well, I've decided to put my principles before my passion, Robbie. It's a little too late to do that. Listen, I'm sorry that I betrayed you and your students. I was so selfish and angry that I used a Cobra Kai to stir up attention? Yes. I just want to help you guys out now. Robbie, you can agree with me you've done a lot of damage, and miyagidokarate isn't supposed to even be open right now. Have you cut ties with Cobra Kai? Not yet. There's this student. It's a long story. Listen, Robbie, just because you're apologizing doesn't mean I can let you back at miyagidokarate. Even if I do, the others are probably still mad at you. You abused my trust, and gave away Mr. Miyagi's teachings. I wish I could, but I don't know where to come from this. I see.
Which student is that?
That is Robbie, Johnny's son, and my second Miyagi-Do trainee. We've had a bit of a rocky path for the last year.
Well, hopefully, you'll forgive him.
It's a little more complicated than that. Robbie is one of Cobra Kai's top students, who used everything I taught him against my students.
You chose to forgive me, though.
Wait a minute. I thought you wanted to earn your forgiveness?
Not it obvious. After my uncle forgave me, I decided to take a little break from karate. I needed to find out who I am from deep within. You don't need to forgive your student immediately, but still, you should allow him to prove himself. Then, you can welcome him with fresh open gates.
Fresh open gates? All right. Sensei yes means business.
Yeah, but something doesn't add up. How could Sensei Kreese all of a sudden get into an argument with Silver? Something he said doesn't add up quite right.
Well, Sensei K led us to a victory at the Owl Valley. Just be grateful that his final contribution was to you becoming the Owl Valley Queen. You should find a way to celebrate with the rest of the gang.
I thought we celebrated last night.
Last night's only the beginning. There's still all summer. And with Cobra Kai on the rise in Miyagi, don't. On the fall, we can rub your victory in those losers' faces.
Where were you today?
I had to take a day off for personal reasons.
Today, Sensei was talking about promoting Cobra Kai by absorbing other dojos. Aren't you excited?
Yeah, about that, Kenny. How better has Cobra Kai improved your life?
A lot better. Cobra Kai has been the best thing in my life.
Yeah, well, do you honestly think that Cobra Kai is a 100% good dojo?
I mean, yes. Cobra Kai has been a little intimidating at first. But now look. I'm stronger, more confident. I may even get a girlfriend by now. As far as I'm concerned, Cobra Kai should have been promoted a long time ago. so everyone around here can learn to defend themselves against assholes such as Anthony LaRusso.
Yeah, well, what is it to say we're the assholes?
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is that ever since you've joined Cobra Kai, you've been more aggressive, more violent, and even intimidated Anthony. Even he would say you're taking steps a little too quickly for yourself.
I don't get it. You wanted me to join Cobra Kai? And now, after I'm finally adjusting to this new city, you tell me to throw everything away. And for what?
Listen, Kenny. I'm planning to head out of town for a few months. I myself have been questioning the methods of Cobra Kai, and just need a little break from this Cobra Kai feud. Listen, there was a little lesson from daniellarusso, my former karate sensei. Never put passion before principle, yet I did the opposite. I think you should join me, Miyagi-Do.
Wait, so let me get this straight? You want me to ditch Cobra Kai and join this entirely different and soft dojo, after I've been taken under Cobra Kai's wing? What side are you on?
To tell you the truth, Kenny, I'm on no one's side. I just won't be returning back to Cobra Kai anymore. I'm done.
After all you taught me? To not give in to weakness? To not give mercy? So show sympathy to the enemy. You did the opposite? I looked up to you, as I did to my brother, yet you let me down? I can't trust you anymore. Can you just go?
Kenny,
Just go.
Hey Robbie, I want to talk to you. Can you just go onward? Robbie, I'm your dad. And refuse to define being your dad by being the shitty asshole that keeps abandoning his own son multiple times. I told you already. I'm done blaming you. Well listen, Robbie, I was thinking that we'd go on a little ride. Last night, you said a lot, and I think we should have a little talk. I'm done with Cobra Kai, you know. I just don't know what to do. Come here, Robbie. Robbie, you know, when I stopped taking karate before becoming a sensei, I had a lot of time to think of every shitty thing I've done. And I am thankful I learned all of those mistakes. If you have any regrets, you can do that too. I would figure this is an Eagle Fang training lesson. I would say this is more of a Johnny Lawrence karate lesson. One I came up with just right now. I'm happy you're willing to take Mr. LaRusso and Miyagi's wisdom into creating your own karate dojo, even after you did lose Cobra Kai. You know, Robbie, I was thinking that we just forget about this whole karate feud, and just the two of us go on a vacation together. Even today as a sensei, I continue to make mistakes that feel like my guts are getting punched. A vacation? Sure. What time do you want to go? Hey Dad, where are we going? Well Robbie, you know how I said vacation and owning up to your mistakes? Well, I want to take you on a little road trip so we can bring Miguel back from Mexico. Wait? What? To where?
So, you're the new All Valley champ of the boys division? Sick.
It's great you guys could invite us back after that whole sensei feud. If you want to get technical, Sensei LaRusso said specifically, for teams Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang to meet up in the backyard. You're right, I'm pretty sure we are still not opening up anymore. Alright, class, let's get started. Mr. LaRusso? You realize we just lost the tournament? And now you realize that you are violating your deal, Cobra Kai? How is Sam taking it? The loss? She currently isn't here right now. I first wanted to apologize for butting heads with Johnny in the first place. I know we have opposed of each other's styles in the first place, and Cobra Kai meanwhile managed to copy our moves. Yeah, that's something I'd rather forget. But today, this dojo isn't just home for Miyagi-Do, but for Eagle Fang as well. Like
Miyagi Fang? The name does have a badass kick, I have to admit.
Yes. Miyagi Fang. Regardless of that, We still are in fact violating the deal made with Cobra Kai, but that's okay. This feud clearly wasn't meant to end in a tournament. And besides, even if we did win, Cobra Kai still would have no honor. This feud is just getting started. Now I want to get started by saying that Johnny won't be joining us. There is an important issue that he currently has to deal with, and he will be out of town for a couple of days. But today, I won't only be your only mentor. We will make sure that each and every one of you students learns all of the important Miyagi-Do styles in the handbook that you've got to protect yourself.
Fresh open gates.
So, to new beginnings? If that's some new pep talk, then yes, Sensei. Yes, Sensei. Yes, Sensei.
Yes, Sensei.
Yes, Sensei. Yes, Sensei.
Yes, Sensei. I promise you that after a day or two, you'll be looking at another bonsai badass.
Here we go. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you know someone who works here that goes under the name Diaz?
Sensei Diaz, you have a visitor.
Wait. My dad's a sensei?
Yes, he apparently runs a karate studio on the 3rd floor of this building.
You mean a dojo?
Whatever. It just gets pretty loud a lot, having a dojo in an office complex.
Hello, sir. You go by the name Sensei Diaz these days, yes?
See.
Well, you see, my name is Miguel Diaz, and I am your son.
Come. I've got an aid kit in the closet to patch you up. Then we can talk.